Welcome to Nestlé Next Level Digital, a podcast where Nestlé reimagines digital transformation to the next level as the world's largest food and beverage company, using the power of food innovation to enhance lives. If you're new here, we invite you to discover Nestlé through the lens of our leaders. Each episode presents valuable insights on our digital initiatives in driving growth and sustainability as we make an impact for everyone today and for generations to come.
Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for having me. I'm Jordi Bosch. I'm the Global Head of Sales and Customers at Nestlé. I joined Nestlé 22 years ago, and during these years I had the opportunity to work in very different roles. In different sales positions, in commercial roles, in general management roles, in local teams, in regional teams, in global teams. In different countries. I work in Europe, in Spain for sure, in France, in Switzerland, but I also work for several countries in South America, like Brazil or Argentina, for US, or also several countries in Asia, such as China and India. So 22 years may seem a lot of time, and it is, but indeed, Nestlé some way gave me the opportunity to work in very different contexts, and some way I have the feeling that I work for different companies. So I never had the time to be bored. So and now as in my current role as head of sales and customers at global level, I'm leading the sales function together with my team, which means that we are giving a strategic direction to the group in topics like emerging trends, consumer insights, shopper insights, for sure a lot on digital. We are building solutions that later on or local teams, regional teams apply, and more also digital solutions as, for example, analytic solutions, machine learning, generative AI. So digital is becoming a core element of our job. Indeed, I don't know, 20 years ago, if I compare the sales today with sales 20 years ago, it had changed a lot, and change is only accelerating. And this is why I'm so passionate about the digital transformation of sales, because it's giving us the opportunity to make a relevant impact. So when you think on how technology can really allow us to do new things that before were not possible, allow us to do things in a very different way that can increase the impact, the productivity, the effectivity of our teams. So this is a quite unique opportunity. And you combine this with our scale, the scale of Nestlé, something that sometimes when looking at big companies, the scale is seen as something negative, but it is not. When used properly, scale can allow really to have a huge impact. If you think in the quantity of countries that we are present, almost in every single country in the world, in the portfolio of products that we deal with, meaning that we are from coffee, food products, confectionery, pet food, meaning that we are present in the life of consumers across all the life and all the journey. So all this gives us the opportunity to have a unique impact. So this is why I'm really so excited about the digital transformation of sales. And in a nutshell, Nestlé for me as a business on a daily basis means having the opportunity to enhance the quality of life of consumers, to serve better our customers, and to enhance the daily work of thousands of colleagues around the world. How do I imagine the future of commerce? The future of commerce is going to be very different, quite different, indeed. We are increasingly onboarding what we call the channel-less reality. Channel-less is a major transformation of the retail landscape. Channel-less is as big as the emergence of the e-commerce in the 2000s. But maybe let me develop it a little bit more. So from a retailer perspective, channel-less means that retailers are becoming ecosystems. Let's think on Alibaba or Amazon, for example, but not only. Traditional big retailers such as Walmart, such as Carrefour or Aeon, they are all becoming ecosystems. They are all building with, for sure, around the stores in the core. They are all creating marketplaces. They are all creating new e-commerce sites. They are all stepping up their presence in social media. They are offering new services, health services, financial services, and all this is making that they are very present in the life of consumers. One of the key elements of these retail ecosystems that is emerging very strongly are what we call the retail digital media platforms. So these platforms that more and more also as a brands we can use to communicate directly and to have much more personalized communication to our consumers and to know them much better, to get much more insights. Then if we look from a consumer perspective, another key feature of this channel reality is that thing in ourselves. As a consumers today, equipped with our smartphone, we are having the power to compare prices, services across very different retailers. We can switch from one retailer to the other very easily. We can switch from online to offline. We can be in a store and order to be delivered at home, or we can order from home and pick up at the store. The lines between media and commerce are blurring. We can be watching a video on TikTok and just with one single click we can order to be delivered at home. So really, consumers are switching effortlessly across channels and retailers, and this is very important because this means that we need to understand better and better really what motivates consumers to shop, why, when, where, and this is why for us building our brand ecosystems is also so important. At Nestlé, we are also building our brand ecosystem. And take the example of Purina. In Purina, we are in many countries. Around our portfolio of products or brands, we're also building our digital ecosystems that combine digital assets with websites, apps, presence in social media, with partnerships with third parties that deliver services. The overall idea is that if I'm a pet owner, every time that I have I have a need, or I need some kind of advice as a pet owner, I can go to Purina ecosystem and I can find the answer. Let's imagine, for example, typical family, even before they become a pet owners, when they start to think on owning a pet, they can go to our ecosystem, to petfinder.com, and see all the pets that are waiting for adoption in some of the shelters across the country. Then, once that the family becomes already a pet owner, typically they have a lot of questions about what, for example, which is the best food for my pet, wet, dry, natural. Again, as part of this digital ecosystem, in our websites, in our apps, pet owners can get professional advice of which is the best food for their pet. And other kind of advice, for example, they can get advice from professional vets on nutrition, but also on overall care, and so on. So, and this applies not only to Purina, but also to many other brands. Brands that, for example, in infant nutrition, we are also building our ecosystem to support parents, or in food, for example. We are as part of our ecosystem, consumers can also find plenty of inspiration on how to cook new cuisines, plenty of recipes, etc., etc. So, and what all these elements of this channel reality they have in common is that data is everywhere. So, as you can imagine, in this new channel reality, we can find data everywhere, but we need to capture it, we need to be able to store it, we need to be able to manage, and we need to translate it into actionable insights. It is scaling its digital solutions towards greater business growth. We want to become a data-driven and tech-enabled sales organization, meaning that we are able to capture data at scale from different sources, internal sources, external sources, from distributors, from our retail partners, from other parties. Then we want to be able to manage efficiently this data. And even more importantly, we want to be able to transform this data into actionable insights. Insights that then our teams can use to be more effective and more efficient, to create value for our consumers and to create value for our retailers. And this is why in Nestlé, we are embracing this journey to equip our teams with new and cutting-edge digital analytics solutions. Solutions such as Midas. Midas is the name that we give to the commercial control tower that we are using in Zone AOA, Asia, Oceania, and Africa. And basically, Midas is a cutting-edge solution that combines data from very different sources, internal, external, distributors, again, etc., and then makes this information available for anyone around the company in just one click. So any salespeople that may need information to prepare a meeting, just with one click, he or she can get all the relevant information. Or supply chain colleagues that are planning the next month's sales, again, just with one click, can through one of the hundreds of dashboards that the solution has, can get the information that they are looking for. But this is only one part. On top of this, Midas has also prescriptive and predictive analytic solutions, meaning that it includes advanced and sophisticated algorithms, or data scientists have been developing advanced algorithms that answer key business questions. Key business questions are, for example, what are going to be the sales for the next 3 months? Or key business questions such as, which is the ideal assortment for this specific store, given the environment where the store is selling. So just to mention some of these algorithms. Then we are also rolling out another advanced analytics solutions that we call advanced price pack architecture solution. Basically, is an analytics solution that applies artificial intelligence, machine learning to optimize the pricing of our products across different pack size and different channels. Another example of these solutions are the digital image recognition solutions. So machine learning solutions that just taking a picture of a shelf, imagine in a supermarket, can identify all the products that are on the shelf, the space dedicated to each product, how the shelf is organized, and in a matter of seconds, deliver again specific recommendations on how to improve the shelf to enhance the shopping experience for consumers, but also to maximize their revenues for the retailer. And last but not least, the last solution that we are rolling out as part of this journey is a new solution to monitor the digital shelf, to monitor our presence in the thousands of e-commerce sites that exist in the world, checking product availability, checking the descriptions, checking the quality of the pictures. So in a way that, again, we can enhance our presence not only on the physical shelf, but also on the digital shelf. And these are solutions that are today already being used on a daily basis by our teams. Solutions that are used to better understand our consumers, to better understand what, how, and where they shop, to better understand our retail partners, and at the end of the day, to take more informed decisions. In a way that we can be more productive, we can be more effective, we can be more efficient, and we can have a greater impact on our daily job. Traditional trade, the typical mom-and-pop store, it's also digitalizing very quickly. As we speak, retailers around the world, more and more, they are using apps to order directly to suppliers as Nestlé. They are using apps to monitor, not only to order, but also to monitor the status of an order, to get more information, and to engage directly with us. And this is a major transformation, because this allows us to be to be closer to our customers despite the fragmentation, to get more and more data, to get better insights from them, and also to personalize our offers. And this is why we are rolling out new eB2B solutions, and indeed they are already live in countries such as India, in Vietnam, in Thailand, in Philippines, and also in Brazil, Mexico, Ecuador, and so on. So as you can imagine, we are really busy rolling out all these new digital solutions to empower our teams to be more effective and more efficient, and to enhance the impact that they can have. How is Nestlé engaging our internal community? Definitely, people is at the core of the digital transformation at Nestlé, because people is what is making this transformation, and because the best and the most innovative digital solutions are useless if they are not embraced by our teams. And this is why, at the same time that we are rolling out new and cutting-edge digital solutions, we are also investing a lot and putting a lot of attention on building and developing new capabilities. Capabilities in areas such as e-commerce, in artificial intelligence, or new business models. And this we do in several ways. So this we do with traditional training, in-room training, but we do also with e-learnings. We learn also by doing. So the engagement with colleagues from different areas, from different functions on a daily basis, it's also definitely part of this learning journey. But maybe let me give you some example of these new learning resources that we are building. And the last one is the e-commerce academy that we launched recently, and that has already certified more than 1,000 colleagues. And what is very interesting from this new e-learning and academy is that it can be used by very different groups around the organization. Definitely, is used by people, salespeople, marketing people working specifically in e-commerce, but it can also be used by finance people that want to get a basic understanding on e-commerce, or it can also be used by our supply chain and operations colleagues to get a foundational understanding of e-commerce. And then another key element of this learning itineraries is a new platform that we are launching, that we are calling this learning experience platform, that is going to be like the Netflix of learning, because it is combining training or from very different sources, internal sources, external sources, from LinkedIn, from Nestlé, but also from very different areas. Is not sales specific. It's also including finance skills. It's also including supply chain skills. And the aim of this platform is that every time that you move to a new role, the platform will suggest you, based on your background, based on your new role, which are the new skills and knowledge that you need to develop. And we'll design a personalized learning path, combining e-learnings, combining tutorials, combining in-class room training, combining experience, suggesting you experience in other areas, in other functions. So we learn each other to work together, and therefore then you can go through this itinerary according to your preference. Do it at lunchtime, do it at night, do it in the public transport, whenever it fits better with your learning preference. And take for example, I think that myself, when I started to work in sales, I had for sure e-commerce was not existing, analytics, artificial intelligence was not existing. business models that today they are very normal, that we are all using every day, like last mile delivery platforms like Grab or others, Uber Eats, etc. They were not existing, or I had very limited understanding of finance, of supply. But the company, through all these let's say learning resources, be training, be learnings, be assistance to workshops, and also learning by doing, some way enabled me to grow personally, to develop new skills, to develop new knowledge, and this is what we mean when by a learning organization. So definitely, I believe that any team around the world will be much more successful if it's a learning team, if it's a team that every day is learning. And for this, something that we really personally and as a company we look at when developing our teams is curiosity to grow personally and professionally, curiosity to go beyond your current role, curiosity to understand how the new developments, new technologies, new trends around the world apply to Nestlé, apply to my role. What does it mean for us? So, definitely being a learning organization and curiosity are two key elements of our approach to engage our teams. And another very important element of the way we are engaging our communities in this digital transformation is being very clear that new digital solutions are not designed to replace people. ChatGPT is not here to replace our sales team around the world. These new digital solutions, AI, machine learning, generative AI, they are here to empower our teams. They are here to free time from not adding value activities to be reinvested in more adding value activities. Think on a typical salesperson, a key account manager, a sales rep that needs to prepare a very important meeting for a customer. Typically, he or she will spend hours and hours looking for information in different reports, making calls just to prepare the presentation or the business review. While today, with the solutions that we have in place, with one click, he or she can get a 90% ready pitch or presentation or business review and focus much more on the personal engagement, on building relationships, and at the end of the day, on adding value and increasing the impact. What advice will I give you? Well, that's a very difficult question, but maybe let me try to do it. But the most important thing is be yourself. I think that nobody can decide for yourself. So you are the ones that are better placed to decide what and how do you want to do in the future. And probably this is the most important: is be clear on what do you want to do, what do you enjoy, what do you don't enjoy, and then for sure across your career there will be some roles that you will enjoy more than others. But let's try always to go in the direction that you want to go. And then maybe the last thing that I will recommend to you is be curious. So really be curious about what's going on around the world, and the world has never changed as much as it's changing today. Be curious about other cultures. Be curious about your colleagues. Be curious about your neighbors. Because curiosity is the base to keep growing on a daily basis as a person, as a professional. So people, be consumers, customers, colleagues, they are all at the center of our business, and therefore they are all at the center of our digital transformation. Through our next generation sales roadmap, we are building the winning sales organizations of the future. This was Jordi Bosch. Thank you for listening to us.
If you enjoyed today's episode, sign up to our Tele Network to stay connected. Your feedback matters to us. Let us know what you think via our survey. Check out our links in the description.